it from Second Timothy 2:23 through 26, and it says, "Again I say, don't get involved in foolish, ignorant arguments that only start fights. A servant of the Lord must not quarrel, but must be kind to everyone, be able to teach, and be patient with difficult people. Gently instruct those who oppose the truth. Perhaps God will change those people's hearts, and they will learn the truth. Then they will come to their senses and escape from the devil's trap, for they have been held captive by him to do whatever he wants." And today, I am grateful for life and my family, and just I just feel super grateful this morning. You know, I'm just happy to be here. Um, this is a extremely powerful verse, y'all, because it's so it's so easy to get into silly arguments with people, especially being kingdom citizens, because we constantly under attack for our belief. You know, um, everyone thinks that they know the truth. Everyone thinks that they right, and everyone thinks that we wrong. Not everyone, but a lot of people. But this, what we know, and what we see, and what we believe, all ties into one thing: is our faith. You know, and God continuously renews our faith daily by just us watching and seeing God. You know, like no one could come and tell me God ain't real. And I mean, I'm pretty sure like all of us feel the same way. Like nobody could come and tell me that. Their argument to me is invalid. You understand? And the reason being is because I see God all the time. When I wake up in the morning, I meet him in this room. You know, when I come out of this room, I see him in my children. I see him in my household. You know, when I try my best to walk with integrity and I look in the mirror, I see him in me. So nobody could come to me and tell me anything about the living God and a God ain't real. And but then at the same time, as a Christian, we have to be reminded to be gentle with the way that we come across, you know, because we know the truth. Some people like they just in the dark and they just need to see the light. Like it ain't really up to us to like whip that into them and beat that into them, you know. Um, it is and I can remember like I was telling someone the other day. I was telling Levette and her mom this the other day actually. When I was off the world, you know why I never really used to go to church? Because every time I leave from there, I used to feel like I get attacked, you know? Um, and to me, it wasn't an inviting feeling, you know? I didn't want to go somewhere and feel every morning, or I mean every Sunday morning or whatever, I uh like I was getting like attacked, or like just I just didn't like the feeling that I left with. And I think as a church we should be inviting. We should be the welcome party to the kingdom. We should be the ones that and be the reason why people see and know that God is real, you know, because we leave a lasting impression. Remember, first impressions are lasting impressions. The way that we live, because one of the first things people could come at you with is they can start to say, "Oh, but aren't you supposed to be a Christian? Oh, don't you ain't do that? And you supposed to be a Christian? Look at her man. She say she's a Christian. No, yes, I am a Christian. Yes, I do fall short of the glory of God. But my actions and my integrity and the things that I do, you can know that I is a Christian, not just by what I do, but by my love. You can see that glowing out of me. You know, this ain't just something that I say that I am. This is something that I live. This is who I am. This ain't what I say I am. This is who I am. This God lives in me, God lives in you, God lives in each and every one of us. But the way that God lives in us is by the way that we live with each other, by the love that we show to each other. And you know, in this verse, the Word of God tells us gently instruct those who oppose the truth. But you know what he says after this, what's so powerful? Perhaps God will change those people's hearts. That means that it ain't even guaranteed. So us continuously arguing with them wouldn't even make sense in the first place because it's still up to God whether he can change their heart or not. That ain't our decision. So foolishly arguing with somebody about something that we know is the truth is pointless. It makes no sense. If we want to do better, show them better. If we want to argue with them about whether God is real, let them see God in us. Let them see God by the way that we live. So when you walk in the room or when I walk in the room, they don't just look and say, "Oh, that's the boy who say he's a Christian." When I walk in the room, I want them to say, "See Gary there, boy, he's a Christian." And I relinquish my mic, y'all. I love y'all.